in. I am Miss Joanna. I'm joining you from Detroit, and I'm so glad to see you here for our wonderful, very special MATTEL workshop. And we are joined by Miss Erica, who's coming to us as a toy designer from MATTEL. And we are so glad and so honored to have her here with us for this masterclass. I'm sure that we are going to have so much fun. And I know you're going to be working hard and trying your best at these character designs as well. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Miss Erica. She's joining us, as I said, from MATTEL, and she is a toy designer. She went to the Cleveland Institute of Art, where she learned a lot of wonderful art techniques and has become very crafty since then, and includes some of that work that she does at MATTEL as a designer, working with Disney Pixar toy design, which she's going to show you a little bit about. I know you all have seen some Disney Pixar in your life, and she gets to be a part of that team, which is wonderful. So we are so grateful to have her here with us for this wonderful master class, and I hope you enjoy. Without further ado, Miss Erica.
Hi, friends. I'm Erica, Miss Erica. I am a designer at MATTEL, as Miss Joanna said. I can show you a few of the things that I worked on. I like Pixar movies. I think my favorite one is Coco, but though some of my other favorites are WALL-E and Monsters, Inc. These are some of the toys that I work on as a toy designer. So if some of you have seen Monsters at Work on Disney+, it's the new series for Monsters, Inc. I did some toys for that, as well as some of the original ones. Here we have Randall, the bad guy. And then I worked on some other things for small designs. So little play sets for WALL-E and other Pixar movies. But today we're gonna focus on heroes. Now, when you think of a hero action figure, you might think of someone like Buzz Lightyear. So these are some of the toys that I work on. But today we're gonna be learning how to make cool action figure heroes with stuff that you have around your home. So we're gonna switch over to our craft cam and get started. So you can see here, we're gonna make our own heroes from stuff that you have around your home. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to need. So for your materials, you can really use anything, but the stuff we need for the base of it is gonna be copy paper. We're gonna need some scissors. We're gonna need rubber bands. Rubber bands of any size will work, but it's best to use small ones if you have them. You can also use twist ties or strings, and we'll get into that in case you don't have rubber bands. You're gonna want markers and crayons so that you can color them in the way that you want. We're gonna use a good glue stick if you have one, and some tape. So those are the basic tools that we wanna have, but we wanna also see if you have any of your fun stuff from around your home, like tin foil, which is a fun one to play with. We've got Post-it notes, we have more rubber bands, clothespins, pipe cleaners, feathers, construction paper, paper towel tubes, all sorts of stuff, because we're going to use anything that we have around our house to really have some fun with our little heroes. So, step one, we're going to roll up some tubes so that we can make our figures, and I'll show you the little guy that we're making today. You can see here that he is made out of some rolled up paper tubes, which are really easy to make. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of copy paper and you're gonna cut it in half. So I already have some that I've cut in half like this. So you have one piece of copy paper and you'll cut it right down the center just like that. And then you have two. And what we're gonna do is we're going to roll it up so that you can create those tubes. My favorite way to do this is to take a marker or a pencil, and we're going to put it here and roll it around the marker or the pencil. It makes it really easy to make a tube. Right when we get to the end of it though, we're going to leave a little bit off, and you're gonna wanna use your glue stick. So go ahead and roll it over your marker or your pencil, and then you'll use your glue stick right along there. And you can see where I've glued, where it's purple, and then you're gonna roll it all the way. And you're gonna roll it a little bit more so that you make sure that it sticks. And if it isn't sticking super well, you can also take a little piece of tape to hold it all together. And then you have one paper tube. You can pop the marker out or the pencil, and you're left with one. So we're gonna make a couple of these. So I'll walk through how to do it again. So now we have 2. You're gonna do 1 more, but you're gonna do it with 1 full sheet of paper. So you'll take 1 big sheet of paper and you're gonna roll it just like we did before. But this time it's gonna be a little bit longer than the rest of your paper towel or rest of your paper rolls. And these are gonna make up the limbs on your person, on your little hero. With the longer one, you might need 2 pieces of tape just to make sure that the whole thing is taped together. And then we'll have 3. We're gonna take one of our rubber bands and we're going to put it around the middle of the 2 small ones. Ooh, my rubber band snapped. Just like that. So they're tied together with the rubber band. And you want to try to push the rubber band into the center. And once you have your 2, you're going to take your 2 fingers here and you're going to push on the center where you have it and pinch, just like that. That way it creases your tubes. So now you have a little bit of an X and you're going to take the bottom 2 and you're going to pull them towards you and fold a piece there. So then what you have, you're going to fold the top one too, is a little X. So when you're ready, go ahead and take your big paper towel roll and you can use anything round. I like to use my glue stick. You're going to leave the cap on and wrap this around your glue stick. So you can see here, you'll put this here and you'll pull the corners around. So you get this nice and a rounded shape up top. And then you'll pinch here and slide it off your glue stick. What you're left with is a circle at the top of these little arm pieces. You can also take it and wrap it around your fingers just to make a loop. Because what we're doing here is we're going to make a little head. Just like that. So we're going to take this and we're going to take our X and we're going to take 2 sides of it. You're going to pick them out to be the arms. It can be any of the 2. And you're going to put this here in the center and sandwich it around there to see. Now you know that this one is very, very long. So we're going to take the long one, we're going to cut it a little short. So you can cut it as long or as short as you want, but that's going to determine how long the top of the body is. And then we'll bend the arms down like that. So I'm going to cut mine shorter because mine has a really long neck. So you can take your scissors and just cut some of the bottom off. And now he has a shorter neck. So you've got this side here that is your arms and then your head. And here's the easier part, since we don't have to use a rubber band with this one. You're going to take a little bit of tape. So I've got a piece of tape here and you're going to tape right around this section in the middle to bring it all together. So I'll point that out again. You have a piece of tape and you want to make sure that this stays together. So you're going to wrap it around here. And now our little hero is starting to look like a person. So the next step, step 3, is the really fun part. We're going to turn this into our own personal hero. So you're going to use any paper or crayons or markers or pipe cleaners or anything that you want to really make them special. I'm going to show you how to make their hair first. So you're going to take your sheet of copy paper. You can also use construction paper if you want a certain color. And you're going to take your person and plonk them right down in the middle. Now you're going to want to use a pen or a pencil or a marker or a crayon. I'm going to use a marker here so that you can see it better on the video. And you're going to take your marker and just trace right around the head, just like that. And then you're going to complete that circle. After that, you're going to draw a face. I'm going to make it really simple and just do 2 little eyes and a smile. You can give him or her eyebrows, you can make a nose, anything you'd like. Then you're going to give them hair. I think I'm going to make mine with blue hair, just for fun. So if you have your head here, I'm going to give this one some puffy, swirly hair, like that. You can give them long hair or straight hair, or you can go with no hair if you want to have a short hair. But I'm gonna give mine these big puffs, and I'll show you how to do other styles too. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut it out. I'm going to cut out the blue one. That's my favorite. And I forgot to give her some bangs, so I'm going to go like this. Give her some hair on the front too. Now, I like to color the back side too, because you'll see the back side of her head. So I'm just going to color in a little bit of blue swirls back here for her head, just for fun. And on the back, you're going to take just a little piece of tape, not too big, and you're going to tape it to the back of the top of her head. That way, the sticky is facing towards her face. You're going to take that and your figure. You're going to line that up just like that and put the tape onto your head. That way, the head stays on the face stays on the head. And you can think about too, what other things you can add from around your house to your figure. For instance, I have these fun blue pipe cleaners that I can wind up just like I would like her hair. And I could attach this there to make her hair a little more fun. You can also take anything else that you have in your craft bin, like Post-it notes or stickers or fun tape, and really have fun with making the hair of your figure or making a funny face on your figure. You can give them glasses, you can give them hats. If your figure needs a little bit more tape to hold the face in place, you can see mine is coming off the back here. You can take another piece of tape and stick it on there, just to make sure that it stays where it should. After you finish up your face and the hair, we're gonna try some cool stuff with the figures. So as you can see here, this guy is your classic superhero. He has a cape, he has some cool boots. You take a look at what would make your figure special. I have another figure here that I did some stuff for before, and you can see her in a minute. That we have a little skirt made out of Post-it notes. We have a little crown that we cut out of some construction paper. So let's take a look and see what we can do. I think I want to give my hero a cape just like this one. So I'm going to take my copy paper or construction paper if you have construction paper. And this time I'm going to use my crayons. And I'm going to take my figure and put him right on the paper. And I'll mark out where I'm going to draw the cape. This looks roughly the size of a cape. So I'm going to go and color that in with my purple crayon, or my red crayon. So it's really like a triangle, but you want to go ahead and trace your figure so you can see where the cape will be. And that looks about right to me. Then you'll do the same thing you did with the face. You'll go ahead and cut it out. Ta-da! And then just like you did with the face and the hair, you're going to take a piece of tape and you can tape it on here. So you'll see the back side. You can just take your piece of tape and tape it just like you did with the head, with the hair. So I have some foil here that I made into a bow tie. I taped on a hat. I found a feather, and I think that she's going to be a magician. She's going to make birds disappear and reappear. Fun stuff like that. So I took a triangle of construction paper and I'm just kind of folding it in half like an accordion so that I can make a little skirt. And just like everything else, we can just easy tape it on. Now, I love seeing all of the creativity that you guys are coming up with. There's one other thing that I wanted to show you guys how to do, and that's where you can take other stuff that you have around your house and turn it into something cool. So I have this fun toilet paper tube that I think I'm going to turn it into a car for my figure. So I'm going to cut a hole in the side of it just to see if my figure will fit inside. You can just stick her right there. So we have her in her little car, but she needs some wheels. So let's go ahead and cut out some wheels. Red seems like a good color. So let's draw some circles. I think I want to put some foil on it to make it a little shinier. Let's cut out some foil. We can use our glue stick to put it on. There we go. And our figure fits inside it, and we can take our figure out and make new stuff for her. You can make them dance too, or fly, jump up and down. I want to see all of your cool creations and see what else you do. Have a lot of fun with it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bye.
I wanted to say on behalf of Project Art, thank you, Miss Erica, for being with us today and sharing this amazing superhero activity with us. I know that we can do these now with all the sorts of things that we have at home and pull in all kinds of new materials that we have lying around to make little friends and make figures for our heroes so that they can fly away, they can zoom away and go save the world. So thanks so much for sharing with us. From Project Art, I wanted to say thank you. And I hope that you'll send us your work when you have a photograph and it's all complete so we can share it with everyone and put it up on our virtual gallery as well. So if you would like, email us at info@projectart.org.